Well, welcome to another episode of Port Charles Chat. I'm Mom.
Yeah, I'm Brandon.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We are discussing the week of March 17th through March 21st. Brandon, how are you doing today?
Mom, I'm doing just fine. How are you doing today?
I am doing fine, Brandon. All right, let's get started. And we're going to start off once more with our top 10 to 11 things that happened during the week. First of all, the week begins as an exciting adventure because Carly is poisoned. Valentin actually tried to poison Brennan, but Carly ends up drinking the champagne that was meant for Brennan, and so she ends up being poisoned. And so she is rushed to the hospital by Brennan. Oddly enough, Robin is the one who actually provides the antidote for this particular poison. She had polonium poison. Carly recovers. Jason tells Carly to stay away from Brennan. And then Valentin, since he's on the run and all, has decided he wants to break into Sonny's house to get his passports. And so his passports, meaning Valentin's passports, he left them there when he fled town. Sonny catches Valentin while he's trying to steal the passports. Valentin tells Sonny that Brennan gave him orders to change his medication. So they're going back to that plot that occurred earlier. And then they really had a long chat. And then Valentin does leave. Sonny calls and tells Brennan about Valentin. And then Brennan decides to hold Valentin at gunpoint. Anna ends up intervening and arresting Valentin. And then Anna tells Valentin that she plans to have him face the consequences of his actions because Valentin does try to say that Anna still loves him, but she says basically says you still have to pay the price for what you've done. Jason goes to visit Valentin in jail. But when Jason goes, Jason actually wants information on Brennan. And so that took up the majority of the week this week. Brandon, just out of that storyline, did I leave anything out?
I think that was the overall gist of it.
All righty. And then storyline number 2, Ava is broke, period. And then we've got Brooklyn tells Chase about Dante. Chase threatens Lulu and tells her not to tell Dante about the baby. Lois decides to go and leave Port Charles for a bit because she and Brooklyn are just not getting along right now. And then on another note, Lucky and Liz attempt to spend time together. And then Drew wants Willow to move in with him. Nina is not happy about this, and instead she wants to buy Willow a house. And then Jocelyn is still in training. And so this was the week of March 17th through 21st. Brand, did I leave anything out?
Well, did you mention Martin?
Oh, good gracious. How could I? I've actually have Martin written down for something else. But yes, Martin actually is arrested per se, and and so he is taken back to California. All right, Brandon, did I leave anything else out?
No, I think that's it for the week.
All righty, let's get to the fun part. Let's talk about our performers of the week. All right, y'all might be shocked at my performance of the week. I've said that before, but I think you will this time. The two that I say are Brennan and Valentin. Um, Brennan just Brennan just happened to be in the mix of everything this week, and so with dealing with Carly, then with Valentin himself, and then Anna. Brennan's just there in the midst of everything. And Valentin is the cause of all of this. And so we see the fugitive of Valentin as he's running around town, apparently able to do whatever he wants while he's running around town. So those are my performers of the week. Brandon, who are your performers?
Yeah, I struggled a bit with trying to figure this out. And so, for the most part, I was in a pretty similar thought to you. So, for my first one, I chose Valentin.
Okay.
And for my second one, I actually chose Chase.
Yeah, Chase did do a nice job, Brandon. Yes, I will have to give Chase credit this week. All right. Anything you'd like to add to that?
No, although I will say, of course, I really enjoyed Brennan this week as well. I'll also give him credit for that. So, yeah, I think we're pretty in consensus with that.
All right. And as for amusing moments of the week, there were quite a few. So, first of all, the first one that made me laugh out loud was Ava and her accountant. Ava knowing that she was broke and he took her credit cards away, that was just kind of funny to watch. And then I have Cody being arrested. I was amused by that because Cody was mistakenly arrested this time, but the whole scenario was really kind of funny. And then I have Martin, Tracy, and Laura because Martin being arrested for not declaring the money that he received from a house was actually funny in itself. All right. Brandon, what about you?
Oh, definitely the same ones. There were a lot of funny parts about each of those scenes, which is why one of the reasons I love them so much, especially the Rick and Alexis banter in the midst of the whole Cody being arrested one, where Rick's like, "Well, I can think of someone who's a better lawyer than you and has a better sense of humor," and Alexis says, "I am funny."
Yeah, yes. Yes. So it is, I will say, General Hospital in between Brennan has some comical scenes this week. And then as for touching scenes for the week, and this is going to shock you, I like the conversation Trina and Kai had. I really did. And so that surprised me that they actually gave them that type of scene, but I thought they had a nice conversation. And then the other one that I really liked was Sonny and Laura. It's been a while since Sonny and Laura have had a conversation together. And so it was really nice to see them bonding again. So I like both of those scenes this week. What about you, Bran?
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed both of those. And I'm going to add two. Yeah, even though it's not a warm or sentimental one per se, I will add Brooklyn and Lois.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, they did go through a lot this week. All right. And then let's talk a little bit about missing scenes because this week we missed, I know, at least one big scene. And for me, that was the press conference. That one was missing altogether. And I mean, for and the press conference in regards to Drew and Portia and Kai. I mean, we had a lot of lead up into this press conference, and I figured the least they could have done was fake it and make it act like they were actually doing the press conference. And so that was a missing scene for me this week. Brandon, did you have a missing scene for yourself?
I have a small one in addition to that one, and that is with Valentin and Sunny, because Valentin makes this whole point of that he knows the identity per se of the person that tried to take down Sunny. He doesn't know their name, but he knows their phone number. He can make a quick call and learn about them. And then apparently the call happened off screen, and now they know all the name and identity. So I don't know what's up with that. Oh, and one other would that be when Lulu apparently took Rocco back. I don't know when that happened.
Yeah, because Dante said that he didn't want Rocco to go there, and then did have another conversation with Lulu in regards to have you spoken to Rocco? So that was missing altogether. All right. And then I want to talk also about Sonny and Sonny's house and his alarm system that apparently does not work. I think that's kind of interesting. We have all sorts of people breaking into Sonny's house with a state of the art alarm system that doesn't seem to work. Did you catch that, Brian?
Yeah, I caught that. And another thing that I thought was a little odd was this is two different things. So both of them have to do with Valentin. So Valentin, he snuck back into his old house, now occupied by Sonny, and went over to the fireplace. And Valentin's stuff just happens to still be there in the fireplace. They haven't moved it in a few months.
No, well, it's only been a few days now, but yeah, he it just happened to be there. No one burnt it up in the fireplace or anything. And then, of course, the I don't know if you caught it, but there were other names on the passports itself also, which refers back to characters, if I remember correctly, from All My Children. So that was interesting in itself too. Did you have another one, Brandon, that you mentioned?
Yeah, so the other one is when Valentin tried to break into Laura's house, he was trying to pick the lock and didn't notice that Laura was standing right next to him. I mean,
Well, this apparently was not the week for General Hospital to be consistent with what they needed to have to do. And so it looks like Sonny actually needs to, take cover on a general basis for his house because he doesn't know who's going to come over. And they found his house pretty quickly. He just bought the house and everyone seemed to know where he was. So I thought that was funny too. All righty. As for this week, my where are you? Where is Maxie? Where is Spinelli? Where is Olivia? They were all kind of missing this week. Bran, who was missing for you?
So I have two, and that is where's Terry and where is Diane?
Yeah, you're right. Diane is missing too. And then I have welcome backs. Welcome back, Donna, and welcome back, Molly. So nice to see you both return. Do you have any welcome backs?
I think that's it. Yeah, because Stella hasn't been missing in a while, right?
Who hasn't been missing?
Stella. I know Stella was here this week.
Yeah, Stella was here this week. Yeah, so she's back. All right. And then next week, I look forward to, and I think I mentioned this last time, I'm kind of looking forward to Marco to see what kind of storyline they give him. We've already given him, the scene with Lucas, so we know that they're bonding together. And so now he's got to somehow come to town. So I'd like to see how they kind of bring that together. And then where are they taking Valentin in the sense of storyline purposes? I mean, he's in jail now. He's escaped before. Is he going to escape again? He alludes to that when he speaks to people, but or he has help from people who help him, leave the jail. But anyway, so the question is, what do they plan to do with Valentin and his storyline? All right, Brand, what about you? What are you looking forward to for next week?
Okay, that reminds me of a funny scene when Valentin and Jason saw each other. About what is Jason going to do with Valentin at the police station?
Yes, yeah, yes. I got a kick out of that too. And go ahead.
Oh, and I have another missing scene too.
Oh, what's that?
So, so when Brennan is trying to take out Valentin, Anna was going to put a stop to it, and Jason refused to let her. And then all of a sudden, he's letting her. So, what happened to that conversation? What changed your mind in the matter of like 12 seconds?
Well, and then something else too, as in the sense of the why aren't they aware of things? While well, Brennan was holding Valentine on gunpoint or whatever. But anyway, and another scene we have Jason and Anna in a car, which is like right next door. No one heard that, so that was interesting to me because Jason sure heard it. He turned right around, but Brennan didn't hear it at all. For someone who's supposed to be a WSB agent, you would have thought he'd heard it. Yeah. Oh, and I do have another welcome back. Welcome back, Jocelyn, because she's been missing for a week.
Yeah, definitely welcome back.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this week. It's another short one, but we look forward to speaking with you next week.
Yeah, and I did want to have a quick question for you though.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
So this week, did we really say goodbye, at least temporarily, to Martin and Lois?
That's a good question. That I didn't put the Atham in because I just don't see Lois leaving out from for a long period of time. Because Geo's got to be someone's got to talk about Geo at some point, and Lois is the only one who knows it. So and besides Gloria, I think that she's coming back. And Martin, hopefully Martin's coming back. He's like comic relief for me. So hopefully Martin's coming back.
Yeah, I just found that kind of odd that we had two different episodes that managed to sort of dismiss people out of fanfare. Don't get me wrong, the Martin scenes were hilarious with Tracy having him extradited. It's just, how long is he going to be gone? I mean, who else is Drew going to find for a lawyer? I mean, did we get rid of all of them? Rick?
Rick, yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll have to see who Drew has as a lawyer. So, oh, not unless the new Marco dude comes in as the lawyer. Isn't he? Didn't he say he was a lawyer?
I think so. And speaking of that, we have a new council member person.
Yeah, we do. I can't remember his name, But yes, we do have a new council person that came in.
Yeah, and they're hinting at him potentially running against Laura.
Huh. I didn't catch that. So that'll be interesting to see if he does.
But yeah, but overall, and since I didn't previously mention what I'm looking forward to, I'll say this last thing is that I'm looking forward to a storyline that actually has Molly, Rick, and Alexis. We've been hinting at it for months now, but it seems that all of their scenes get cut really short, like the Christmas one we had months ago. So hopefully we get one where Molly actually is focused and that we find out wherever TJ disappeared to.
Yeah, TJ's been missing since December, so and we know that he was taken to part-time status. We think, based upon what we've read online. So yeah. So look, it'll be interesting to see what they're gonna claim that TJ's been doing over the last few months. All right. Well, we thank everybody for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.
All right. Bye bye.